Hey y'all, I just wanted to make a video. I know it's been quite a few weeks since I've made one. I've been really busy and this last week has been really hectic and I had some good news. I was contacted by Weight Watchers and they offered me a job. So it came to me as a big surprise because I hadn't even put in an application or showed any type of interest, any type, anytime now. It's something I could see myself doing in the future, but I definitely wasn't ready now. But I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So I jumped on this opportunity and I'm going to see where it goes. But I was thinking that I am so close to my 100-pound loss. In fact, to this week I was down 1.2, which leaves me, I have 2.4 pounds to go before my 100-pound loss. So today I weighed in at 161.2. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. So I was thinking, I started making all these videos and I haven't even told you how my story began. A lot of my friends and some of the Weight Watcher members that I've done guest speaking at know my story, and I'd like to share it with you. This is my third time joining Weight Watchers. My very first time was, I think, somewhere back 2004, 2005. I wasn't quite as heavy. I think I was maybe 220, something like that, maybe 230. But I lost about 60 pounds and I quit. Basically, I thought I knew it all. I was cured and I didn't need to go to these meetings. I didn't need to pay the money. I just, I knew everything and I could do it on my own. Well, we all know that story, especially those of us that have returned. So I ended up losing all my weight, or excuse me, gaining back all the weight that I lost. And I didn't do anything about it until, I got married in 2012. So about the end of 2010, I went ahead and rejoined for the second time. And at that point, I was probably about 240 pounds, 245, something like that. And I wanted to look amazing for my wedding. So I went ahead and rejoined Weight Watchers. And because I know the program works, it definitely works. And I thought I had learned my lesson the first time. So I did it for a couple months and I wasn't losing the weight fast enough. And I wanted to look amazing for my wedding. So I went on the HCG drops and I lost the weight really quick. I also had to starve myself to do it. But at the end result, I looked amazing for my wedding. And I don't know how to do all the editing stuff and everything, so this is going to be the most generic thing you've ever seen, but I actually have pictures that I'm just going to hold up in front of the camera and show you. So, I started off in an 18 women's wedding dress, and I lost enough weight to get down to a 14 regular, and I did. I looked amazing for my wedding. I was very happy with the outcome, and this is, try not to let the glare get to it. This is a picture of me at the wedding. I was in a size 14 regular. I was probably, I think I was right at like 195 for my wedding. I'm sorry about the glare, you guys. I'm doing the best I can. I'll turn it up that way. But I was very happy with the way I looked. Okay. So fast forward, I gained all the way back. In fact, that was my wedding dress. I had a reception dress that was a mermaid, stretchy. It was really cute. And we got married July 21st. And my intention was to wear that for Halloween, which was 3 months away. And I was going to put UPS stickers all over it and be like a mail order bride. It was going to be so cute and so creative. Needless to say, I couldn't even zip it up. So over the next couple of years, my weight just got heavier and heavier. These next couple of pictures are just proof of that, blowing up over 250. And like I said, I'm sorry, I don't know how to edit, so I'm just holding pictures. This was a picture at one of the nights out with my family, and I cut everybody else out, but you get the gist of it. So that was about 250 pounds right there. Then this is me and my husband. And I pretty much take up that whole picture. And like I said, that was about 250 pounds. I remember that was probably the Christmas before I started Weight Watchers again. And that was just, I want to say that was a 2X pajamas, maybe a 3X. They were really tight, but my mother-in-law bought them for us for Christmas, and I wanted to wear them and make her happy because we all had matching pajamas and everything. So, but yeah, they were really tight on me. And this was one of our football parties the year that I joined Weight Watchers. That is a men's 3X jersey, and it wasn't too big on me. And so, of course, I rep Carolina Panthers, and I'm in a San Francisco 49ers man cave. But I went ahead and turned the camera a little bit so you don't see all the memorabilia and all that. So this takes us to November of 2014. And it was our son's graduation, or not his graduation, I'm sorry, his varsity game, homecoming game. He played varsity football, and they were going to walk across the field for celebration. And his dad played for Cimarron as well. And so he got his Letterman jacket. Of course, it was a little small on him. He gained a little weight since high school, but nothing like mine. And I wanted to represent his school and wear something from Cimarron, and I couldn't find anything. And so my husband let me use his 2X Cimarron hoodie. And I had to do the little dance and the little maneuver that all of us women have done before, and put the shirt up over our knees and squat down and stretch it out and all that. And the only pair of jeans I had was a size 22, and I could barely get them up. And in fact, they were up around me, but I had to have a shirt cover, or you would see my butt. And so that was this picture right here. That was that Friday night. And when I looked at these pictures the next day, I knew I had to do something. And this is where it gets a little emotional, so, please bear with me. But when I saw this picture and I thought about how proud I was of our son that night, I just wanted him to be equally proud of me. Sorry. I was so proud of him, and he's always been such a good kid, and he would always encourage me. He would go to 6-hour football practices, every day and everything, and try to get me to at least go for a walk. And I'm like, Aaron, I'm tired. And he was like, well, Mom, he's like, I just went to school and I just got done, 4 and 6-hour practices out in the heat. I'm tired too, but let's just go take a walk. Well, I saw that was that Friday night, and I decided right then and there that next morning that I was going to start back to Weight Watchers. But my next day off wasn't until Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, I had a girlfriend that went on Wednesday, so that was the plan. I was going to restart on Wednesday. And I went ahead and broke out all my old Weight Watcher books, and I kept everything. I kept everything from the 2 times prior, and I started eating like the plan says. There might have been a new version at that point. I just did what I was taught to do from the last time, and I went ahead and rejoined Weight Watchers for the 3rd and final time, November 12th. Of 14. It was a Wednesday, and I walked in knowing that I was doing it for the right reason. There was no dress I had to fit in. There was no special occasion coming up. There was no reunion or cruise or family reunion that I wanted to look amazing for. I needed to just do it for me and for the rest of my life. And basically, I had screwed off the first 40 years of my life with fad diets and quick fixes and just doing the same insanity over and over again. And I said, you know what? If it takes me the next 40 years to get this right, then I'm okay with that. And I walked through those doors. I'm going to try to get the best picture I can of you for you. This was 258.8 pounds. And I promised myself that no matter what, I was not quitting this time. And that I was going to lose this weight. And I started doing the plan. And I started just, instead of trying to manipulate it, I just surrendered to it. And I just did what I was supposed to do. And it got easier. And then I started becoming more active. And then I started, just wanting to do more, and so amazed with my body and so amazed at what I was able to do that it just continued, and I wanted to do more and more and more. And I lost the majority of my weight the first 6 months, and I probably could have lost the rest of my weight to where I am now a little bit sooner, but I didn't want to live in that diet mentality. The first time I was on Weight Watchers, I cut out so much stuff. I cut out potato chips, burgers, all that stuff because I wanted to lose it even faster. When in reality, that wasn't living, that was dieting, and I didn't want to diet. So I said that I was not going to be missing eating birthday cake at birthdays or special occasions or missing a barbecue or anything like that. I was never going to diet again, and that I was just going to do this plan. And sure, I've messed up. Sure, I've had my trips and falls, but I got right back up and I started right over. And that is the beauty of this, is that you can always start over. You don't wait till the beginning of the month, and you don't wait till the following Monday. You just start right then and there. And whatever you did before, it doesn't matter. It's what you're doing right now. And there's been so many start over buttons that I've pushed, but I'm very proud of myself that I have stayed committed and that I have continued with this, and that I am able to motivate and encourage others. That is the best part. And I think that's why I was so excited about this opportunity with Weight Watchers, because that is what I want to do. That's what I've done all my life. I've been in the healthcare field, and I've always taken care of people and cared for people. And I really want to continue that. And so when this opportunity came up, although it wasn't in my time and it wasn't in my plan to do it just now, I had to take advantage of it. And, I don't know, I believe in God, and I believe in His plan and His will. And I feel like this is it. So I'm taking advantage of this, and I'm going to leadership training at the end of the month. So I'm excited about that. And I just want to continue this. But I had posted all these other videos, and I will get better. I promise. I have, every time I think of a topic, it pops in my head. I put it down in my cell phone, stuff I want to talk about. There's so much stuff I want to talk about. And if you guys have any ideas or you have any questions, you can ask me. But I just wanted to go back to the beginning of how it all started, this being my third time. So if you're out there and you have done Weight Watchers before and you have quit, or you felt like you failed, you didn't fail. Because if you're thinking about going back to Weight Watchers, that's really an accomplishment, because you know the plan works. You know the program works. Just allow it to work for you. And so I'm so proud. I am, like I said, 2.4 pounds away from 100 pounds loss. And although my friends and family probably don't get to see me as often as they'd like to, I don't have an after picture. I mean, I can stand up for you. So let me just show you this again. This is where I started. 258 58.8 pounds. And let's see if I got room here. Get myself together here. Let me move out of the way. And currently 161.2. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy with my progress. I'm very happier more with my abilities and the things that my body can do, and the things I talked about in my other video about not giving yourself credit that you can do. Try. And it's okay if you don't get it right the first time or the second time or the third time. It's okay. Just keep trying, and every little bit just builds up. Really quick, because I said exactly what I wanted to say. Really quick, I signed up for my first 5K run next month on May 6th in honor of my dad that passed. And a girlfriend of mine from Weight Watchers, Letty, she got me started on a running app. And I've been doing that, not as consistent as I should have. I should have been practicing more and building up my endurance and being able to run for a long distance. And I've kind of slacked, and I looked at the calendar 2 days ago and I was like, oh my goodness, it's in less than a month. And I got kind of worried because I'm like, what if I can't do it? And I said, no, when you get there, you'll be all psyched up. You'll be ready to do it. You'll be ready to do it. But then I thought, I need to just be practicing at least every so often. So last night on my way to the gym, and I wrote it on Facebook, I was 2 minutes late, just 2 minutes, and for cycling class. And if you're not there on time or even earlier, you're not getting a bike. So I said, oh, well, guess what? You get to run now. So yeah, I have these conversations with myself all the time. So I went ahead and did a couple of laps around the gym and got myself together. And I said, you know what, let me just get up here and I was killing some time till my girlfriend Robin got there from work, and got up on that treadmill, and I set one speed for jogging and I set one for running, and I started off with jogging. And when a good song came on or a pounding beat or something that got me moving, I hit that run. And I am so proud to say that for the first time I will be 45 this year, so in 44 years, I have been able to run. And I ran 3.1 miles, which is the distance of a 5K. So I'm extremely excited. And actually, I ran a little bit more because I was trying to take a picture for you guys, and the camera was just all over the place. So I think I ran like maybe 3.2, 3.3. But anyway, I finally got my picture. I put it on Facebook last night because it's not that I needed to prove it to anybody, but those are one of the non-scale victories that we just need to have memory of. So I kept it, and I'm going to keep it in my little folder for Weight Watchers, because that was a moment in my life that I was so proud of myself for something that I've accomplished, that I've wanted to do pretty much all my life. I've always wanted to be able to run. I would see runners and I just thought they were amazing, that they looked so free, and it just looked liberating. It was so amazing how they just were so graceful. Me, on the other hand, running is not the most graceful thing. I promise you that. But my goal is to get better at it and to get more confident in it, and my ability to do it. And maybe I will look like that someday. Right now I just got a lot of stuff jiggling. So we'll work that out. That's not a problem. So I'm sorry I've been MIA, but it's been a crazy week. But I'm very, very excited. And I will do my best. Fingers crossed, I'll do my best to at least post a video on Wednesdays. I'll do my best. That's all I can say. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And for my Weight Watcher family, just stay encouraged. Don't worry about the mishaps, and don't call them mistakes. They're just little bumps in the road. That's all they are. And these little weight gains, it's nothing. The biggest thing that stays in my mind when I feel like I've done something not wrong, but not necessarily right, I always try to remember that I'm doing better than I ever did before. And every little step you take to improve is better than what you were doing before. So just stay with that and get on Meetings Matter, and stay involved with your community and other people that understand what it is that you're going through. Not everybody in our family circle or our support group, they don't understand the celebration of point two, or they don't understand the celebration of being able to not eat 2 cheeseburgers. They don't understand that. Just as I wouldn't understand a drug addiction or alcoholism, because that's not me. So it's really important to be around other people that understand what it is that we're going through, and the emotions that we go through, and the thinking pattern that we go through. So this video is a little bit longer than what I intended. I just wanted to really start off with how it all began. So that's my story. And as I'm turning the page to a new chapter in my story, I'm glad that you guys are here to share it with me. And I hope you guys are having a great night. I hope you have a fabulous day, an incredible week. And hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday. I'll do my best, I promise. Okay. You guys have a great night. Bye.